What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we made it through the corridor maze of the starboard cabins. I was about to say cannons. It's like, that is a completely wrong word. We made it through the starboard cabins, and we've managed to make it to the pool deck, where our second, well, person of interest frequents. In this episode, we are going to head on over to the pool and maybe try to talk to this nobleman. Shido's so rich, he's got a swimming pool in his swimming pool. Also, yes, there are just regular shadows just patrolling the place. So you do still kind of have to be careful. But there are a few places to just kind of look around and explore down here. We can examine here, but... Well, that's gonna be a problem. We need a boarding pass. We don't exactly have one of those. Well, we can still beat up a shadow.
Show me your true form. Alright.
At least if Titania's around, then that kind of simplifies things a little bit. Since I'm not quite at the level where I can just one-shot Titania.
I'll reveal your true form.
Also Parvati! Okay, so we could get Parvati if we didn't already have her. But... Damn it. Okay, well, I still have Search. Let's go ahead and switch on over to Mona, who needs some healing soon. Hey! Let's go ahead and extort some money. Ooh, 21,000.
We all did great, huh? Just like I
Yeah, you can get a lot of money sometimes. And then an extra 1,000 because, well, extra that we got for killing that Takini.
Alright.
So that worked out pretty nicely.
I can see it.
There's also a few stealable items here. I'm also going to go ahead and heal up Mona. We could use it.
It's somewhere.
I think those... No, wait a minute.
I can feel it.
No, there's still one more shadow for us to fight. Though I have been explicitly ignoring potential people to talk to. So why don't we kind of change that up? So yes, more people just praising Shido for stuff that he's not really, you know, actually qualified to do. There's a lot of old perverts here as well, because of course there is. Even though there is just kind of a way to, like, jump out here, there's no way for you to actually enter the pool. It would actually kind of be interesting having, like, an underwater section. There's not really anything like that in any of the palaces we've been into. We should maybe try to extort more, because that really wasn't a whole lot of money for a couple of Titanias.
Anyway, there is something else that we can steal over here.
But where we're actually supposed to be is over here.
Hey,
You idiot!
What?
hey!
You do realize he's a noble, right?
Okay, let's go.
So unfortunately the shadows came back. But now we need to gather some intel on people that are nearby. So may as well ask with the bartender. Don't think that's really helpful if you were not actually allowed to ask questions. I do think that we are supposed to talk with someone who, isn't like, someone who isn't here normally and someone who just appeared now. Now that's the kind of money I'm talking about.
All right.
Also, Noir leveled up.
Leave the noobs and let's go.
Okay, fine, we'll kill
Show me your
you.
true form. Okay.
Thankfully, I did happen to see who we need to talk to. And that's this woman right here.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm worried. Okay, so Ryuji has a plan. Not entirely sure what exactly this plan entails, but
Show me your
we'll
true
see.
form.
say that if you're kind of in the predicament that I'm in which, like, killing enemies just doesn't seem to give that much money, always do extortions. Well, maybe not always, but extortions are actually a really good way to get a lot of money quickly. Because they can often give you more money than you can get normally, even from the bonuses from an all-out attack. Just make sure that you don't extort the same type of shadow too many times. Otherwise, it goes down quite a bit.
Hey.
Wait!
Nah.
What? What is this plan of yours, Skull? Well, anyway, we need to infiltrate the fitting room, which the way to do that is around here.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm worried about what this plan is, but I don't have anything else, so let's do this. Let's kiss that vent goodbye! Ugh! Okay, so now we can crawl in here. I think Queen has a very good question there. However, we've made it into the fitting room. So there's a few different curtains here. Before we get going, though, I think I'm gonna take this time to eat a carrot. I've been using a lot of SP, and the moves that I'm using, my dying spells, they're a lot more than what my accessory recovers. So while the SP Adhesive 3 is still really good, I am getting to the point where I'm kind of using up my magic a bit more than I really should. But whatever, I've got a ton of carrots, so I'm fine.
Yeah. Hey, it's you girls' time to shine.
I didn't didn't think that we were really going with such a simple plan. Well, there's no way guys lounging by the pool would not check out girls in swimsuits. I want to go home. Are we really going to do this?
Well, normally I wouldn't condone this sort of thing, but honestly speaking, is there any other way?
No, but
If you guys don't hurry, he's gonna go off somewhere.
hello. It's a nice day, isn't it?
What do you want?
Would you grant us a letter of introduction to Mr. Shido?
A letter of introduction, you say? I would never give one to some nobodies like yourselves.
A nobody?
I've made my decision to only introduce those with a prestigious lineage. No matter how beautiful you girls may look on the outside, your ancestry cannot be changed.
Yes, that may be true, but... well... we're...
I'm quite charmed to meet you, sir. My name is Anne Windsor.
on Windsor?
My father is the descendant of British royalty.
I beg your pardon.
Seriously?
These girls are the daughters of my retainers.
Oh yes, Lady Anne treats us quite well.
Ah, are you half British, Anchan?
I am.
Your features are definitely different from Japanese girls. One can easily tell at a glance.
People tend to have such misconceptions, but that isn't true. My hobbies include tea ceremonies. Then again, my father forced me to learn that art.
I see. I sense a noble aura that is different from your servants.
Servants?
Lineage is absolute, no matter how much effort a commoner exerts. It is a gap that cannot be filled.
You're absolutely correct. I do feel a little sorry for these girls.
For real?
By the by, about the letter of introduction. If you'd be so generous to grant me one, I'll consider introducing you to my father.
Oh, then consider it my way of sending my regards to him.
Thank you kindly.
But goodness, do you look great in that swimsuit. And such an amazing body as well. You look like you could be a model.
Oh, no.
Did you make sure to put on sunscreen?
Hey,
As members of prestigious family lines, why don't we get on more intimate terms?
excuse me?
Come now, you peasant servants should take off. You're making her embarrassed.
Would you kindly stop this?
Want to try on some other swimsuits in my room?
Don't touch me, you perv!
Nope. Huh?
Now that I'm done using you, get away, you creep! This guy's a molester!
What the? How dare you set me up like this?
It's your fault for falling for such bad acting.
Oh, shut up. We're doing this.
Well, we almost got away with it. And, well, again, I usually don't condone such things, but whatever works, I guess. Anyway, now we have to fight against the former noble, Fornius. The former noble, Null's psychokinesis, is weak to electricity and drains ice, and knows the skills Marin Karin, Foul Breath, Messiadyne, and Stagnant Air. This is why I switched out my party members before the start of the episode, because Noir is useless and, well, Queen is a bit of a liability.
Zoro, show your might! Not bad, Mona.
With Mona, we can actually get a couple extra crits in. Aha! Uh-oh.
For real?
Unfortunately, he apparently gets 2 attacks. That kinda sucks, and also Surt's not a good persona to use here. Let's see. Parvati might be useful. Definitely not Titania. I guess Parvati. Well, good thing I've got this.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Do it.
Okay, well, this is going to be kind of interesting. He's already down to half health, so we're already looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and hit him with a Tarunda. And then Zeodyne.
Satan Tasty!
Skull, you sure showed me.
We can at least end this with an all-out attack. That would be the best case scenario. Ooh, almost. Well, I'll go ahead and heal up Mona. Damn it. Double damn it.
Mona's been brainwashed.
Okay, well, thankfully Energy Shower heals that. Thank goodness. Let's go ahead and hit him with an Agidyne.
Persona!
Yeah, just kind of hit him with a few extra attacks.
Not bad.
Nice, Mona! And this should finish him off.
They're done for. Cleanup complete.
Perfect. Hey, and I leveled up.
Power courses through me.
Cool.
Yes!
that aside.
Just for clarification, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
Good heavens, no. Everything is as written in the reports.
I hope you remember the conditions for our arrangement. Support me as best you can. Understood?
Yes, of course. After all, I am thankful for your aid, Mr. Shido. I'll call in some favors from some old acquaintances and take part in the birth of Prime Minister Shido.
I'll have you step down if I catch wind of any slack on your end. Are we clear?
Crystal, I'd rather not meet the same fate as those I've eliminated thus far.
Good.
Nice.
Indeed.
I mean, to be fair, Panther, you did lose the British accent very quickly. Thankfully, the guy was more of a perv than someone who was actually into, you know, British linguistics. So we should be thankful for that. I mean, thankfully, we are able to...
Huh? That was a little too
That
easy.
pause always makes me think that Oracle's ability kicks in. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna go and run up to you!
Reveal your true form. Okay.
And of course, also just try to get more money. I guess it's just because this area is just rather large. And it just has to load in all these different
I'll reveal
assets and
your true
NPCs.
Okay.
I mean, it is nice that we're able to get into some of these
And
fights.
we're done.
But yeah, like I mentioned, considering all the NPCs here, and just all the things that the game needs to load, probably the reason why it's having a little bit of trouble getting everything situated here. Now, unfortunately,
I have something.
we're in yet another hallway, the upper starboard hallway. So we have a long area to get to. Again, it's just on the other side here, but there is quite a lot to go through here,
I have something.
and not a safe room to be had. So I'm gonna save this for next time, for when we do the history lesson, and instead, I am going to
Show me
just
your true
accidentally get into
form.
another fight.
Okay.
I mean, hey, every time I get the extortions, that's like over 10,000 yen. Which, I mean, with all the different bonuses, the best case scenario I usually get is around, well, 6,000. So again, extortions, definitely utilize your extortions.
Show me your true form.
Of
Okay.
course, the hardest part is whenever you have enemies that just aren't
that was easy.
weak to anything. That tends to make things a little bit more problematic, because Mona can only do so much. Anyway, since I don't want to head on into the next area quite yet, and I did get a level up, I'm gonna head back
All right.
over here to the safe room, go back to the front deck, and head on into the Velvet Room. Again, the big reason why I'm so anal about getting so much money at this point, Persona fusions. I mean, I am getting a decent chunk of money, and I'm getting... I think I've gotten back to where I was prior to buying all of my different weapons. And definitely, well, actually, I'm not sure if I was back at that point. But definitely prior to actually doing all the initial Persona fusions. So first, I'm gonna register my Personas, and then we'll see what we can make. Thankfully, there's only... No. Only 2 Personas I want to register. Now, let's see what we can do. Actually, there's nothing I can make. The only Persona I can make is Kurama Tengu, you know, that isn't new or above my level. And that involves getting rid of Trumpeter and Seiryu. Neither of which I'm really keen on getting rid of. So, I guess we're just kind of good to call it a day. I still have a few more spaces for more Personas, so it's not like I'm really lacking in case we encounter, you know, some enemies that we can recruit. Since it seems like we're in the spot where we can get into some actual battles again. So now I think is about as good as time as any to call it a day. Maybe a little bit sooner than anticipated again. I mean, normally the Palace episodes tend to be longer, but with the different corridors, that makes things just a little bit more tricky. So, yay for that. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5. We're gonna head back into the ship through the corridors of the cabins and try to reach the entertainment hall where our third person of interest awaits. We've gotten 2 letters of introduction, but again, we need all 5 in order to get in access to the audience with Shido. So, onwards we travel. Until then, everyone, take care.